Here are two fast and quick reasons why many of the ladies going on the Kendra G show will not find relationship success. And in fact, if Kendra G could just switch things up just a little bit and actually let women know these specific things, it would serve far better than kind of the advice that they're getting now. So for one, women are too busy trying to tell God how to do his job. So keep in mind, the minute you stand up and you say, I'm not going to settle for this or that, instead of saying, God, let your perfect will be done in my life, you've already lost. We all know the most common expectation for ladies these days is the infamous 3 6s. So you got to be 6 feet, you got to make 6 figures, and you have to have a 6-pack. However, here's a question. What if God's perfect man for you doesn't make 6 figures and is not 6 feet tall and does not have a 6-pack? Yet this is the best possible mate for you on the face of the planet, which God knows, since God deals with the heart. You telling God you are not going to settle will keep you in the relationship sunken place, right? After all, the Bible tells us in Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So, evaluating a man, and you're looking at the fact that, he's tall and chocolatey, looks just like Idris Elba, and you're kind of really not even concerned, with the deeper aspects of that man's character, his heart, the things that's really going on behind the scenes with that man. So by you not trusting in God, well, you kind of kick yourself out of the game, because after all, God deals with the heart. So the things that you can't see upon your initial, checking this person out, making eye contact, checking out his goods, what he's working with, you can't not see deep inside within the heart, which God can, and God knows. So since God deals with people's hearts, he knows the true feelings that are lurking deep within them. He sees beyond the external physical features that trap both men and women, in all fairness. And since God is all knowing, he already sees what's going to happen in your life in the future should you deal with this person. He sees that man going upside your head 2 years from now. He sees that man cheating on you 3 years from now. He sees that man stealing from you 6 months from now. But in the moment, all you can see is his smile, his muscles, and his car. Number 2, you women keep confessing zodiac signs and horoscopes over your lives. This is occultic, related to divination, and is not godly. And I'm just pointing you in a direction. If you truly care, you shouldn't need to be spoon-fed, but you should research for yourself, right? In fact, the Bible warns you to stay away from such practices. We find in Deuteronomy 18:10, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or daughter to pass through the fire, which was the old version to Moloch of child sacrifice, or, here you go, that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits. You women also understand a little bit about that. Those dreams of Big Mama telling you, well, don't mess with that person. Don't choose this man. That's not Big Mama. That's an evil familiar spirit. The Bible also goes on and tells the dead know nothing. So it's not your past family member, smiling on you and trying to point you in the right direction. So let's finish the rest of Deuteronomy 18:11. I'll start again. Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or necromancer. 18:12. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. So you women that are following these horoscopes, you think, I go to church, I read my Bible, But the scriptures are clearly telling you, if you're following after these occultic practices, you are an abomination unto the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God both drive them out before thee. So understand, the minute you say, I am a Capricorn, a Scorpio, a Gemini, a Taurus, you have now confessed the power of the occult over your life. What if God's perfect mate for you is from a sign that the horoscope is telling you is not compatible with you? Who do you believe at that point, the horoscope or the Lord? If you follow and accept the zodiac, you have now chosen to listen to and be directed by something other than God. Behold, in Deuteronomy 11:26, behold, I have set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day, and a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day to go after other gods, which ye have not known. So ladies, major L you keep continuing to take is your following, confession, and submission to ungodly zodiac signs over your life. And number 2, you attempting to continue to tell God how to do his job and not simply asking that his perfect will be done in your life. If we could fix these 2 things,